Hey, good morning. This is Sonia from An Enthusiastic Reader, and guess what? I'm actually doing a tag, and even more surprising, I'm doing it on the day I was tagged. This is the Recluse Book Tag, and I was tagged by Brian at Bookish. The tag was originally created by Matthew at the Mayberry Book Club, and so thanks for tagging me, Brian, and for once I'm following through. I have the prompts printed out here. I haven't really formulated any answers, so I'm just going to roll with my answers off the top of my head. It's a short tag, and so this should be a relatively brief video this morning. The first prompt is, what do you look for in the ultimate bookstore in under an hour? I would immediately go to the fiction section. Probably the new releases first, just to see what's out there, see what the covers look like face to face instead of on a screen, and browse through there. And then I would go to the backlist fiction section and see what they had in stock. Look for my favorite authors and see if there's an edition of a book that I like more than an edition I have, and just browse through those, pick up a few. And in the ultimate bookstore, there would be an NYRB classics section, and I would go and look at all of the books that I don't have and see what I wanted to add to my collection. So that would take up quite a bit of the time. I might look at the graphic novels just to see what they had there too, because sometimes I really enjoy reading a graphic novel. So that's what I would do in the ultimate bookstore in an hour. Number 2, who is your favorite reclusive character or novel with a reclusive, antisocial loner character? A novel with an isolated or claustrophobic setting. I think I would say for this one, The Woman Upstairs by Claire Massoud. I've had that book on my mind a lot recently because when that book came out, when the novel came out, people were really very harsh on the book because the narrator of the story is completely consumed with rage about women's expectations and roles as artists and women in kind of a misogynistic society. And she is very angry. She even says right at the beginning, I am very angry, and that really scared a lot of people. And this was before everything that's recently happened. It's been a few years. I don't remember exactly, but I'd say probably 8 years ago it came out. I'll look that up and give you a publication date or put it in the notes. But I thought that she did an excellent job. This is a great novel, a really interesting story about female friendship, about what it's like to be an artist and the jealousies between artists. There are so many different facets. There's a mother-daughter element to it. There are spurned and scorned love relationships. There is just a lot in this novel, and she lives in an upstairs apartment. So that's what I'm going to say. And also she makes dioramas. That's her art, is to create dioramas of women like Emily Dickinson, like women artists that are by themselves. So this book really fits into this particular prompt because of the like meta element of women artists being put in boxes. And then this art, you know, just anyway, if you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. I think in the light of the world we live in now, it might make people less freaked out. Number 3, with a week off with no obligations, what books would you like to read? Just like choose a book. I would probably, if I had no obligations and I didn't have to read for a book club, or I didn't have to read for a buddy read or anything like that. I mean, I am honestly pretty free to read what I want now anyway, but I would probably try to read maybe one mystery just kind of as a relaxing, fun thing, maybe a Mary Stewart novel, maybe Louise Penny. And then I might try to pick up a classic or reread a classic, like maybe I'll just reread Pride and Prejudice, even though I've read it, you know, several times already. But read a book that is a comfort book, where I know what's going to happen, but I can just kind of enjoy the language and read it with really in just pure leisure. That sounds fun. Fourth and final prompt to this is, what books would you actually be reading? And truthfully, I'd probably try to just get done some of the books that I have for my 3 book clubs. I would probably just try and read those and put them to the side so then I could do the leisure reading as I wanted to. So those are the prompts. This is a fun, quick tag. So if you're feeling like overwhelmed by tags, or you know that they take some time to really think through, this is a good one to do right off the top of your head, and that's what you just saw here. And yeah, I'm off to do some errands, and I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks for tagging me, Brian. Bye.